Hi everyone, welcome to Gloria Horn Sewing Studio in beautiful, sunny Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania today. How's everyone doing out there? It is May 5th, Cinco de Mayo today, right? So we're glad you're all here. My name's Steve, and today is Material Madness Monday. We have the opportunity to show you some gorgeous fabrics. We all love a gorgeous fabric, right? So we're all glad that you're here. Hi everyone, I see a lot of people are jumping on from all over the place. You got your packages today, that's perfect, good, good. So we've had some interesting weather here in Pittsburgh. Our power has been out for many people in the area for quite some time. I think most people have got their power restored by now. Does anyone else there? Did anyone else out there lose their power out there? I know more storms are coming tonight, but I think the worst of them is through. So yes, this is Gloria Horn Sewing Studio. Today is Material Madness Monday. If you're new here and you're on Facebook, we'll want you to register. So if you're new here and on Facebook, just if you're on Facebook and you're new, you're going to type in the word register in the comment section. A new screen is going to pop up. You're going to put in your first name, last name, email address, and phone number, and then come right back and see us. And you don't want to miss anything with the show. If you don't have our app, please download our free app. And you just go to the App Store, you type in Gloria Horn Sewing Studio, and that free app pops up, and you can download our app. Did Joni's power come back on yet? I hope so. We haven't seen her, so we don't know. But she was definitely checking all the time to see when her power, 700,000 lost power. Wow. So, and I was listening to the news this morning, and there was some representative somewhere, some state representative, wanted to do like an inquiry to see why it took so long for the power to get back on. I'm thinking, oh my God, lady, like you aren't the one out there on those bucket trucks fixing the power lines. You got to give those guys that are out there and those people, not just guys, but those people out there fixing the power lines some credit. That's some big work that they had to do, moving trees and put new telephone poles in and stuff like that. So we thank those utility line workers out there for restoring our power so quickly. It's definitely not a safe job. So, but what else is going on here? So we have our spring event coming up. Our spring event here at Gloria Horns. We always have a great time with our events. We try to treat you like royalty, like really well when you come in for our events. And we want to show you some of the projects we have going for you. But so at our spring event, we've been working hard on what these projects are going to be. And some of the things that we've been working on is this pillow, for instance, one. This is one of the things you'll be making at the spring event. So this is an IQ Designer project. Gloria has designed this flag in IQ Designer, and then you'll get a chance to put the background fill in on this pillow. You'll stitch it up, and then you'll have this. I think it's a really beautiful, like Americana themed pillow. Our event theme is red, white, and blue, and all the projects will match and stuff like that. So this is one of the projects. The dates we have available is the 24th and the 25th. The other dates are already sold out, so we thank you. But if you still want in on this, there's only about maybe 10, 15 spots left. You'll definitely want to sign up for the 24th and 25th. That is a Saturday, Sunday. We did that Saturday, Sunday, which is kind of weird, but for our working people out there, we know some of you people, not everyone out there is retired. So we want to be able to help the people that have to work through the week to come in for events, so Saturday and Sunday. So will the pattern be available if we, yes. So we plan to repeat all these projects on our live shows after we come back from the event. So we'll be able to share these with you too. Where did the background fill come from? This one came from, I think, the Radiance. I think the Radiance is where this one came from. Gloria was working on this on the Radiance. So that's one of the projects she'll be completing. And did you hear what I said? Completing. You'll be completing all your projects. Our projects here at Gloria Horns, when you come to our events, there is no homework. You have to finish your project while you're there, because that's the whole point of this, is that so you have finished projects to go home to. No homework, nothing to fix, nothing to do. So you'll be working on this, the pillow with Gloria on the Radiance in the Avenir, so you have a chance to work on that machine. You'll get to make this adorable mini duffel in Tiffany's class. So it has straps. It has a pocket on each side. It's quilted. Inside, it is lined. And you'll be able to decide which fabric you want on the inside or the outside. Tiffany chose to use the patchwork for the outside of her bag. You'll learn how to do the strapping. I really like these handles with strapping. Sometimes when you use fabric alone for strapping or for handles, it isn't enough. This uses that nylon strapping with fabric, which does a really nice job there for handles. So you'll complete this bag. It even has a leather bottom, which is kind of cool. And then you'll also get instructions. So this is the mini duffel and this is the micro duffel. And you'll get instructions to do both. So, but you'll be making this one in class. So you have that finished. You'll also be doing a rug bowl, rope bowl. What did I say? Rug bowl. Rope bowl. You'll be doing a rope bowl in Mary Lou and Kathy's class. So this is a Kimberbell project. No, the background came from Design Suite Holiday 2. Okay, good. I'm glad someone knows where it came from. So thank you, Patty. She told us where that the design field came from. But you'll be doing a rope bowl. So if you've ever, you haven't got a chance to make a rope bowl or want more practice or to learn from the experts, Mary Lou, you'll be able to make this rope bowl. You're going to make another little bonus project in Kathy's class as well. And then the other thing, we ordered in like a ton of jean jackets, all different shapes and sizes and colors and fits. So you'll be able to try on a jean jacket to your liking. And then the other thing you're going to get to do in class is you're going to be able to work on the multi-needle machines, and you're going to be able to pick out which design you want to do on your jean jacket. So this one has a design on the left chest here, like this, with some raw edge applique. Another design they've been playing with is this one on the back here. We've also talked about doing like a quilt block on the back here, so you have some different options of what you want to do. There's crystals that they were playing around with. So this is kind of a prototype of what we're working with. So you'll be able to pick out a jean jacket. So you'll get the jean jacket and then all the projects we showed here. So if you're interested, please join us. And then the other thing, the first evening of everyone's event, we're going to have a private like social hours here back at the shop. We tried to bring a store over to the Crowne Plaza to the event for you guys to shop while you were there and things. And I feel like we can do a better job if we get everyone over to the store and we have everything here so you can shop. So we're going to have some private shopping down in our shipping area so you can go through the bins. I know someone's like, I can't wait to go through the bins. I was like, I'll hold your ankle so you can really get in there and go through those bins. So we have that planned. If you're flying in for the event, don't worry. We have lots of drivers. We have Uber XLs. We'll get you to our store. We're going to have appetizers and drinks and snacks and things here the first night of everyone's event too. So we look forward to that. What else is going on? So let's talk about, is it wedding season? Weddings are coming up, right? Over the summer. We got lots of, at least on my calendar, we got weddings. So when you're a sewer or a quilter, you have to make a gift, right? Can food allergies be? Yes, yeah. It's a full, you just let us know ahead of time, and the kitchen at the Crowne Plaza can definitely help with food allergies for meals. So I've been working on, I have to make quilts for Christmas, or not Christmas, wedding presents. We have 3 weddings coming up over the summer, and I have to make 3 quilts for, and so I whipped this quilt up on Saturday evening. So the colors may not be able to see well, but let me hold it back. Can I see?
Yeah, go to your right a little bit.
There?
A little bit more. There you go.
Okay. So it's a neutral quilt, but that's kind of what I was going for. So it's white on whites or just neutrals. And I'll show you where this pattern came from and stuff. But this one went together really quick. 3 different fabrics. It came from the 3-yard quilt. I'm going to go grab the book. Yeah. Is there a book over here? Oh, no. You know what? I know where I put it. So these are 3-yard quilts. So this one came, I know we should probably put this in the bubble so they can, if they don't have this one. But this is the magic of 3-yard quilts. And I'm telling you, when I need a quilt to do for a gift or a present, I make throw size quilts. I I'm not making anyone a bed quilt in the near future. They're too big for me to get done in one evening. So I like these throw size, couch size quilts, and neutrals are great. And these 3-yard quilt books, anyone can pick 3 yards of fabric, right? Anyone. So I looked at the back here and I decided which ones. But these are their books give you 8 different quilts to choose from. So I chose this one up here, and then it went together really fast. You just make the subunits and cut it, and the instructions are really well. You can make them bigger if you need to. Every pattern's done that way. So I feel like all these books, you might as well just start collecting all these 3-yard quilt books but this is the one up here that I did here. And it's just 2 blocks that you put together. This is the one block here, and then this is the other block. And I just picked fabrics, white on whites and some creams. But we have these fabrics coming up. How did you quilt the quilt? I haven't quilted it yet, but I'm going to do edge-to-edge quilting on this one. I might do it on the long arm. I might do it on the Radiance, but I have 3 to make. So I think I'm going to do similar ones to this. So if you like these fabrics, I have them coming up in the lineup. You just need 1 yard of each one, and that's enough to do the quilt. So, but these 3-yard quilt books, these are a way to go if you want to get a quilt done. So I think throw size is a wonderful, yeah, see, I do too. Quilt size, because you don't know how big people's beds are going to be, king size, queen size. And so I think like a couch quilt is like the way to go. So, but here's, I'll show you one last, so. But just neutrals, so. Oh, you know what? Let's show them the back real quick too. So the other thing I forgot to mention is that we, now that we're carrying Berninas, I'm really smooth at sewing and demoing on the Berninas, the Baby Locks and the Brothers, because we've been selling them for a while. But the Berninas, they're new to us to sell and new to me to sell. So I've been trying to practice with them and stuff like that. And I pieced this whole quilt on the Bernina 570 QE. And let's show the back of my stitching, because I'm built for speed. Let's just put it that way. So I just go when I'm piecing this stuff together, and I'm hoping everything works out. And it did. It really did. So let's show you the back of my piecing, and let's see how. I feel like it looks pretty good. Like if we just show here, like zoom in, I feel like my 1/4 inch pieces are all kind of like straight, and I'm a pretty fast piecer. And I used the Bernina 570 QE with this, and not once did I get a skip stitch, not once did the bobbin or anything mess up for me. I didn't have to go back and sew over anything. All my seams held together. The fabric was really well managed, and I'll tell you why over at the machine here, we're gonna go take a look at it real quick. So let me cut these strips here. So this is the Bernina 570 QE, and we'll get to the fabric here in just 1 second. But this is this is the machine I was piecing this machine on. So I'm gonna lift the, I'm gonna take up the dual feed here. Let's lift the foot. And the foot I was using was the 57D. That is a 1/4 inch piecing foot. So it has the guide right here for you to line your fabric up with. When there's a D at the end of the numbers, that means it's for the digital dual feed. Can they see like right here in this area? So from the back here, I'm gonna slide this down, and this is the walking foot that drops down from the top that helps feed the layers together. I swear, having this down with this 1/4 inch piecing foot, I just fed the fabric underneath there. It grabbed that top layer to help keep it moving along. And I had like a perfect 1/4 inch the whole way through. I was really, really pleased with how my piecing turned out using this machine. So I'm gonna put that foot back on here. No screwdrivers needed. You just push that lever in. You drop that dual feed down. I'm going to lower the foot. I stitched it at a 2.0. and I really liked how that turned out. And with this, I have my fabrics here, and we will just run these together. And like, I use gray fabrics or gray threads so you can really see it, but I feel like that's really like perfectly straight. I just fed the fabric through, it butted up against that edge, and that top feed dog really helped pull those fabrics through. So when you're piecing, you're ready to go. I was really impressed how this machine pieced. So this was the 570 QE. If you are coming to the event, you're going to get a chance to use this machine in Tiffany's class to show on to construct that bag. So, okay. Let's go on to the fabric today, but I just wanted to share with you guys the machine that I used that I really enjoyed piecing on here Saturday night. So to start out, we are going to, wow, Steve, you do put the pedal in the middle. Yep, you gotta get quilts done. It's quilt in an hour, right? Quilt in a day, quilt in an hour. So first thing I'm going to show is some white on whites. I think they have more of that medallions. I checked. I was just on the website and checked it, so we can get more of that in. You could put 30 or 45. That's good. So the first fabric up. So with me doing that wedding quilt like that with those white on whites, I thought that I'd share with you some white on whites because they are really nice to work with, and we don't like white solids, but this is a medallion print from Benartex. Let me open this up. Let's see if I... There you can see, that's okay, perfect, right there. Are you planning on classes on the fabric printer? Yes, we are. So this is a white on white from Benartex. They call this one medallion. It does have holly leaves in it, but it doesn't scream Christmas. It's just a really nice white on white. And these are $9.88 a yard. And then some of the bolts we have coming up, you'll be able to have the opportunity to purchase the whole bolt. I know a lot of times when you're working with quilts on white, it's nice to have a good supply, or once you find that one white on white that you really like, you can keep using it again and again in your quilts. So these are priced at $9.88 a yard, but if for some of them, if you buy the whole bolt, you get all 10 yards for $79.88. So that's only $7.98 a yard. So you save $2 a yard if you buy the whole bolt, if that option is available when we get to one. So I'll show you that. But this is the white on white medallions. I really like this one. I'm glad we started out with this one. This one was beautiful. And it's a really nice feeling fabric, this Benartex fabric. So that was our medallions. We have this crisscross. They didn't have any more of this one, I didn't see. But we did have a lot over there, I saw. So there might be that right with that many. So this is one where we have it, you're able to get this one at a whole bolt if you like. But this is a crisscross, so it's little dots that make a crisscross pattern. So this one's really non-directional, but this is a really simple white on white. This one's available 1 yard, or you can get this in a 10-yard bolt or a 5-yard bolt. If you do the 10-yard bolt, you get it for $7.98 a yard. So you'll get all 10 yards for $79.88. Stock up on white on whites. It's nice to have a good supply of white on whites. Rhapsody in white. Is that this one? Yeah. And this one was, I checked this one, that's all they had too. So this one's $9.88 a yard. This one's a really an all over pattern. Let's open this one up so you can see. There we go. So it's scattered leaves in every direction. This is Rhapsody in white. This is another Benartex, $9.88. And if you are doing these 3-yard quilts, It's important to pick the right fabrics when you're doing it, as far as like the whether it reads as solid or it's a busy or focal print. Any off-whites or creams, they're coming up, Janice. We do have some creams coming up too. But these are pretty whites. These are true whites. So this is the Rhapsody in white. This one is Sunburst Dots. This is another Benartex. We've really, really liked the Benartex fabric. And this one, it seems like it focuses in. So Sunburst Dots. So white on white dot all scattered through. 980 yards. So one yards on this one. And we have one more white on white. We're going to do a few white on white and then go to something else and come back. We thought, I'm like, it's going to be too boring just to look at white fabric for 10 bolts in a row, 15 bolts in a row of white fabric. So this is another white on white. This is like a swirly, just a real fine swirl all through. There, that's perfect. And there's many different shades of white and stuff like that too. So, but this is another Benner. No, this is a Wilmington. This is So Happy. Okay, and we are on to French Meadow. So this is a striped fabric. So these are, the next one's coming up. So all these blues and yellows. This blue and yellow never goes out of style. This is classic in people's homes. So a striped floral, you can do a lot with the florals. I like to do them as borders this way. And they almost look like piano keys out. If you want to do a binding, you can definitely do a binding on this. If you want to do strips for a towel, you could do that for this too. But we always like our stripes. I have to pause it forever. Ray, I'm going to take a picture of that, Ray, so we remember to do that. Ray Richardson, I took a picture of your message there. So we'll yes, classic Fritz provincial. So that's the border fabric there. Then we have not much left on this one. Not much left on this. Is a yellow background with the scattered.
There's another bolt of this one in the other building.
Okay, so we got more. Okay. Jan, okay, so Jan asked about what is a $2.98 charge. So there's something new that Comment Sold is incorporated into the system. And since she asked, I will show you that real quick. And we should, it's something that like most companies do when they're doing online shopping, that if you order something and you want to return something, it's a free returns at no charge with that $2.98. It's called Redo, but I'm going to go to the Glory Horn app and just show you real quick. So when you go to check out with an item, here's my checkout, free and easy returns. And you can see it's coming up down here as a free and easy returns, a $2.98 charge. You can toggle that on and off there, but what all that does, if we click on the info, it qualifies you for free returns if needed. Receive your item, try it out, send it back for free if it doesn't work out. And that's just kind of insurance thing that you can add to an order. If you're not sure about an item or something like that, or if you want to be able to return something at no charge with the shipping to be covered, it's something that Comment Sold incorporated into the system, and lots of other companies do this too, but that's what it is. It's just an extra little piece for you guys, that if there's something in your order that you want to return, you want to be able to get a label for free to get it back to us and stuff like that. It's really nowhere offers it. I feel like a lot of places I've shopped that offer it. So, but that's but you can turn it off. It's a thing you don't have to pay. Or you're not forced to. So you can just toggle that off, and that won't get added to your order. So, but so next to the blue toss. So this is a darker blue with flowers tossed throughout. All the fabrics go really well together. This is a lighter blue background, so Petite Vine, medium blue, French Meadow. This is a nice, like, this one always reads as a solid. And when you work with fabrics, you want ones to read as a solid. So if I pull this one back and I go back here, you can kind of see it reads as a solid. So when you're putting together like a 3-yard quilt or something, and you want something that has a little bit of movement to it, but it'll definitely read as a solid when you pull back and look at the quilt. So that's a nice one too. It gives your eye a rest, some of these fabrics. This is another lighter blue background, kind of a basket weave look behind that one. This is another one that reads as a solid. Right above that, Nancy, is where you'll see that slide to turn that off. It's in there. This is the same print as the blue one, but this is a light tan. This is diamond, so it looks kind of like a basket weave, but this is a light tan. A nice basic neutral. And then there's one more in this same print, and it is cream. Where is Gloria? I know, Cindy. Gloria is just getting back from her granddaughter's first communion in Baltimore. So she, I think she just drove back in today. So she's resting up, or she's driving back right now, but she'll be back tomorrow. So you have Kate and I today for the Monday Material Madness. So that's all in this lineup. So that was our French Modern. So those are, get these. There's not much left of these, and that was a nice collection altogether. I'll just swap it out there. So here's some Michael Miller's fabric, Primrose. This is Primrose. So this one is, this is really pretty. Can we do this one, $9.88? Yeah. The whole thing, yeah. Or just, yeah, these for these first few? Yeah. So this one, I'm taking the price down to $9.88 a yard. So if you want to get this one, get it in your cart and it'll come up that way, so you'll save a little bit more. But this is a really pretty border print fabric here. So there's 2 peach on this side, and then 2 white on that side, and 1 peach. So if you wanted to use this, that would be a really pretty border in a quilt. So you could cut these out, fussy cut these out, and use that in a border of a quilt. Miter your corners. That would look really, really nice. Let's open this up a little bit more so you can see. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 stripes there. So that's really pretty. Is there a percent back today? There sure is. There's 2% credit back today. So this is Primrose Stripe. We have Primrose with a blush background. So this is one of the coordinated prints to go with it. This is one of the focal prints. So if you were getting this, oh, that would look really pretty with a 3-yard quilt. You could do this as one of the main focal fabrics. For your borders, when you're working with the 3-yard quilts, they trim your borders or in the directions for what fabric you have left after you get your blocks done and stuff like that. So sometimes I do my borders a little bit different than what the book calls for, because borders are just, strips of fabric that you can put on. So you can kind of do your own thing with borders. So if you follow her directions for the inside of your quilt, you use this as one of the main focal prints. You could use something like a white on white as the other, or something other that reads as solid, and then you could cut this for a border. You might need a couple yards of this to piece it together for a border, but I feel like that would look really pretty. But this is the Primrose brush, that's the blush, that's the bouquet. We have a peach medley, which has a marbled peach background with flowers scattered all throughout. So you can see all the flowers that are in the border print. They've taken pieces of them and scattered them throughout this peach background. And it's marbled, it's not a solid peach, which is nice. And then, okay, this is a different one. Do these go together? A little bit different, a little bit different. So that was the 3 that go with this collection. This one is Serenity Light Orange. So this is this one has a little butterfly in it, little white butterfly with gray flowers, gray little leaves, and little tiny butterflies. Orange Serenity. Can you scroll up to the left side a little bit so I can see the prices on these? Oh, the other way.
Oh, sorry.
There we go, $9.88. Okay, that's good. Yep. That's pretty. And then this is I almost feel like this is like a basic almost with these, depending on the kind of quilt you're doing. This almost is like a basic when it comes to some of the florals with just this white background and this green leaf scattered all through. But it goes with, I don't know if those go together, but definitely a basic that you can use. So we have some more white on whites. I really like white on whites. I don't know what it is about them, but like you can I like to have a good stash of them sitting on my shelf so I can see what I have to use for different things. You can always use whites, especially if you're doing a pattern that uses a charm pack or a layer cake and you're following the directions of just using those fabrics and you're pairing it with something. White on whites are great. But this is a Paisley white scroll filigree. There, we can see that one. That one looks good. See, these are $9.88 a yard. Is this one available in the other?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, so this one is also available in a 10-yard bolt. So if this is one that you really like that you could use over and over again, a 10-yard bolt is available for $79.88. Or we also can cut it in a 5-yard cut for you as well. And that'll be a continuous cut. So if you need it for borders or backing or something like that, you'd have it available ready to go. So here's another, this is Paisley. This is another Benatex. That one looks nice. There we go. Can't go wrong with Paisley. A good white on white So this one is available the same way, 1 yard, or you can get this one as a 10-yard bolt as well. And those 10-yard bolts are on special. They were they're $79.88 for the 10 yards. You'll get it for $7.98 a yard. Another white on white. This is white swirls. So little dots that make swirls. Let's get this one. This is a Wilmington print. This one feels nice too. Does anyone out there enter shows into like their local quilt guild or quilt shows or anything? I just found I was cleaning off my desk, okay? And I found a program from the quilt show from 2022 in a pile of papers. That was several years ago. So after I saw it, I read through and I saw like list of people that entered their quilts. And I think next year, I think I might enter quilt into the quilt show, just for fun. So if you have a local quilt guild out there, go for it. Why not? Put your quilt in and see what happens. So we have some Maywood fabrics coming up. So these are the fabrics here to show you guys. This one has a 5 charm pack available. So these are all the fabrics in this lineup. So this is a really pretty one. I feel like this one will go to a lot of people's houses. It's blues and greens, golds and yellows and creams. Oh, that's a pretty one. That's pretty too. But these are all really classy fabrics. And so these are coming up, but this is 5 by 5 inch, 42 pieces. Some repeats in there, but that's a nice charm pack. So $11.98 on the charm pack. And then some of the focal fabrics to go with that is, this is Willoughby. And this uses a cream background with those, oh, those blues are really pretty. Do we have a jelly roll in this line? No. If we did, we would have grabbed it and brought it over, but we did not. So this is one of the focal prints, a cream background with the flowers going through. One of the coordinating prints is this one. Packed floral. So same background color, just more densely on that one. Another quarter, not much left on these ones. So cream background. This one reads more green with little flowers, green stems through there. This is that leaf. So this is a navy background with the sages in different colors, greens with the floral leaf there. And then that same print, but more in a, is that a mint? What color is that?
Yeah, like a sage.
Sage. You're going to get some chips and guacamole. Troy, that sounds good. I don't need an excuse to eat chips and guacamole though. So I could eat chips and salsa for breakfast. But this is like a blue-green background. This one really, you can really see the gold flowers in this one. So it really brings out that gold color that's in some of the other fabrics. One more, there's more on this one. This is one of those that's gonna more read like a solid. So it does have a print to it, but when you get back and look at it, it's definitely gonna read more like a solid for you. So this is another good one to get in combination with the other fabrics if you're trying to put a quilt together and stuff. This would make a pretty quilt, all these fabrics. Same print here, but in yellow. A real light muted yellow on this one. And then this is a solid, but this is mustard seed. This is a new bolt, Kimberbell solid, Muse. So if you are looking for just that solid color, this is that gold color that runs through this fabric line here. So that same gold is going to be running through this one as well. Perfect. So that was Willoughby. That's the line from Willoughby. A few more. So someone asked if we had any like off-whites or creams. This is our off-whites and creams. So this is crisscross. So this is not a white on white, but a cream on cream, an off-white on off-white. So the dots are still white, but the cream background. And is this one available at different ways too? Yeah, okay. And this one, the 10 yard is $79.88 as well. Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect, good. So crisscross, that's a nice white on white or cream on cream. Another one here. Mini Ferns, Ecru. So this is a little print. This is a little fern that runs through here. These are, let's see if I put a ruler on this one. The Pittsburgh Marathon was over the weekend, and 26.2 miles. That's a long way. That's a long way. So it would be pretty to like run through the streets of Pittsburgh and to see it and stuff like that, but I think I'd want a scooter like halfway through. I'd have to like get on some app and like have someone pick me up on a scooter, and then I'd be like, okay, we're good to go. So, but this is a little flower buds. Ecru is the same color on this one. These flowers are more linear, but that one turned out nice. Betty's having some trouble getting items in her cart. Oh no, Betty. How can we help Betty? You're on the website. Make sure you're signed in, I guess.
Yeah. I think website you just have to click on the bubble, right?
Yep. Okay. Yep. All right, so those are those. My daughter and 18-year-old grandson ran it in less than 5 hours. Wow, that's really good. See, I could walk it. I could definitely walk it and kind of like run a little bit of it, but in her mid-60s, still runs and qualifies. Wow, see, that's amazing. In June, I'm doing something that's called the Rachel Carson Challenge. There's a trail that travels through Pittsburgh called the Rachel Carson Trail. On June 21st, it's a 37-mile hike from sunup to sundown on the longest day of the year. So June 21st, that's a Saturday. 37 miles. We'll start at like 5 in the morning, and you have until sundown to get it done. So I'm looking forward to that. So But that's just walking and hiking. That's not running. I don't think I could do it running. So Super Bloom. Okay, so this is a fabric line from Moda. Robin Pickens. We do really like Robin Pickens things. These would make really great 3-yard quilts because these are such a focal fabric, and you just need like a couple focal fabrics and then some other ones that read as solid that kind of play into the same colors as these, and you have some beautiful quilts. So if you this one here, look how pretty that is. So a red, are these poppies? Yeah, poppies. So red poppies. So you got a real bright red poppy right in the middle, and then you have the outline of like the silhouette of a poppy in the background of this too, which is really nice. There isn't a price in the bubble. Maybe go out and come back in because it's showing all right in our bubble here. And this one, did they buy all this already? Is it all gone? Okay, oh wow, okay. So that was the white background with the red poppies. We have this in some other colorways coming up too. So that's the white. We also have this in a navy. So a navy background with the red poppies. So this one, instead of having the poppies in the background as silhouettes, they have like orange poppies popping through. Let me hold it back here. That's really pretty. You could just use this as the center of a quilt, put a couple borders on it, and you'd be done. If you wanted a real simple quilt, because that's really pretty fabric. Same thing with this one. You could just open this up, put a couple borders around it, quilt it up, and you'd be ready to go. So this is, oh, not much left on this. Okay, so this is Super Bloom. So this, is this like an ombre? It is, okay. So I gotta open this one up.
Yeah, I think so.
This is another one you could just, oh, I have it upside down now. That's right. That's good. That's really pretty. So all the colors in this one. I know there's I gotta see if we can. That's still 26.2 miles running the whole way. Something, I don't know. Someone had to be chasing me. So this is the white background with the ombre. We also have this same fabric in with a dark background, and this background isn't all the same background. It's got a couple different shades in the background here. So let's open this up. That's really pretty. So it goes from like a lighter background all the way to the darker. You can definitely use this as like quilt backing. Oh, that'd be beautiful. It'd be like just a field of flowers for quilt backing. That's really pretty. Anybody else on the web out there? Can we? I guess other people watching from the web too. Super Bloom, that's really pretty. And then a couple other ones in Super Bloom, some coordinating fabrics to go with these are this. And what color is this, Kate? Plum?
Yeah.
Plum?
It's called Zinnia.
Zinnia, okay. Definitely logged in. This one looks really pretty. So a plum background on this one. And the colors are all in here, so they really pull well together. Like that looks really nice together, those two. Maybe not that one. But these two looks really nice next to. We got one more here. So same print as the one with the plum background. This was more of an off-white with orange flowers, some green leaves, some purpley flowers in there as well, some green dots around in the background. Someone would have to hold $1 million bill in front of me. Yes, I agree. Someone would have to either be chasing me or with like a carrot on a stick, right? More Super Bloom, some more. Oh, this is all Super Bloom. We got. Oh, look here. This is all coordinating fabrics to go with it too. So pull some of these up here. So this is a navy background. This is a real dark navy with little like slash marks. Oh yeah, Betty, if you have the app, if you're able to open up us on your app, like on your cell phone or maybe a tablet, I'm not sure why the website's giving you trouble right now. So this is the purple and green. Purple and green goes really well together. So that's a really dark navy background. And then this one reminds me of a starburst for some reason, like starburst colors. This is Orchid. The last one was Indigo. But I like these for borders. If you cut them this way and you have that border that looks kind of like piano keys, I really like these for borders. This is thatched. Oh, okay. So this has that thatched in the background. Now, if we zoom in real close, you can see the thatch. It's like, there it is. Yep, you can see the thatch in the background with the dots. But this is Indigo, so this is definitely more of a blue. It's showing a little purple on our screen, but definitely more a little blue. But these are nice for something that reads as solid to go with these. So that's the thatched Indigo. Freesia. This is Freesia. So they have to put fabric at the end, or every mile. No, they have to do more than just a mile. I'd have to get a bolt of fabric every mile I run. So at the end, I'd have 26 bolts of fabric. That's a good incentive. Yeah. So that's funny, Lisa. Thank you for that. Yeah. I think if they'd have to have a really big discount, and yes, fabric at the end. So, and I don't have to carry it. I don't have to carry it with me. So, another thatched periwinkle. So this has the light dots, more of a periwinkle, but these are really versatile with that with the thatch there. And then carnation. So white dots with that thatched background. So those are all the ones. Super Bloom from Robin Pickens. Now, Robin Pickens, I was at the Houston Quilt Show, and I was in I was in the Starbucks line, and I think I was with, what was happening? Oh, I was with Gloria. Okay, we were in the Starbucks line at the Houston Quilt Show. Gloria and I was there, and we were like in front. There were like 6 people in line, and we were like number 6, and she was number 1, and it was Robin Pickens, and we're like, it's Robin Pickens, Robin Pickens, and we're like, and anyone else in the world would have no idea who this lady is. But since we're in like the quilting world, we like at the quilt show, we were like, there's Robin Pickens in a line at Starbucks. So I just thought it was funny. That's what we're famous in, very small circles. Us, the sewing world. You're famous in very small circles. So I walked into the. So we do local commercials here in town. If you are one of our locals, you might have seen one of our commercials just recently on the Food Network channel or the HGTV. And it's just little commercials here for the store. But I walked into the bank, and the lady said, "I saw you in a commercial." So. Again, very small circles that we are, I guess, sort of famous in. So these are the ones coming over.
Yep.
Okay. We have a whole lot of fabric. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're doing good. Okay. So we have some more of these cream on creams here. So this one is Benartex Diamond Geo. Ecru. I like the all the incentives that we need in order for us to exercise. Fabric or gift cards, that sounds great to me. So this is a Diamond Geo. So it's just a little diamond print. Printed on this one, but this is a nice cream on cream. There, Ruthin got recognized in Missouri. That's right. That's good. I also saw, this was years ago. I'm saying this was probably 10 years ago. I saw, maybe it's more than that. Maybe it's probably, it might have been more than 15 or more than 10 years ago. But I saw Jenny Doan. And this is, I think, before like, she got really big with Missouri Star with like and all that, but I ran up to her at the quilt show, and I can I get a picture with you? Can I get a picture with you? So she let me get a picture, and then same thing, Eleanor Burns. I stalked her too. I stalked her down, and I ran up to her, and I got a picture with Eleanor Burns too. So okay, so this is one of the fabrics I used in my quilt that I did. This one here. Let me grab that one real quick for us. So this was one of the fabrics I used. This is a Kimberbell fabric. So I used this one in this quilt here. Was one of the fabrics I chose. But this is cream linen texture. I really liked the look I was kind of going for within this quilt. Was just something really neutral to go in people's houses, and that was that fabric there that I used with this one. But this is a Maywood. I really like Maywood fabrics. They're designed from the makers of Kimberbell. So this was a nice, thank you, rich looking, thank you, yeah. And a white for weddings, a good thing. So this was one of the other ones. Let's grab the other one I used in it and just show them at the same time. So it was this one here. Right there. And the white on white that I chose for this one was one that we couldn't get again. So I just used it up for what we had here for this quilt. But you could really go with any white on white that you wanted to with this, because it's really going to pop because it's that white. But this is the other fabric that I chose for the quilt, was this Kimberbell Basics. What do they call this one?
Cream taupe.
Tufted. So this is a cream coat. They call this one tufted. But this is the other fabric. So I chose, it was the 3 fabrics you need. You need a white on white. I chose these 2 cream colored fabrics. And with that 3-yard quilt book, this is what I put together for my 3-yard quilt. And really, I forgot, I don't get a chance to sit and sew as much. And I came in and sewed, it was after work on Saturday. I started working on this, and I just sat here all evening, and I just kept sewing, and I got the whole way done. I did my borders a little different, but I was like, boy, I really like this sewing thing. I'll have to call her right back. So these are the two fabrics we just showed her, two of the fabrics I used in this quilt. So those were those two. Some more Maywood Basics. This one is Kimbrel Basics Tan with a mini stripe. They use this a lot in applique work for if you want to do a little awning on something, so for fabric that way. 140 never appeared in bubble. 140, which one was 140? Is it this one? Nope. We're looking for 140.
Oh, like with the Willoughby?
Oh, it's sold out. Okay. 140, there wasn't much left on that one, Kathy, with that 140. But if we do get more, we'll be able to put it in. But this is just a stripe, which is really nice. A cream stripe there. Another basic is this honeycomb fabric here. So this is a green, it's sage honeycomb. This one's from Maywood Studio, another one from Kimberbell. Vintage Flora on this one, 1188. Do this one 988. We're gonna fix that one. Get this one because it's going to 988. So Vintage Flora. Oh, okay, this is a cool one too. So we got this fabric in. We were trying something with this, and but it was such a neat fabric. We wanted to see how it looked and things. But this is an ombre print. This is from Moda. This has gold metallic dots in it, but it's this ombre effect. We really like these ombre. Gives you different looks. So let me open this one up. Can we see that one well? Oh yeah, that's really cool. If you were doing a quilt that you could use this for backing somehow to keep it this wide, it would this would be really awesome. But it's got dark on both ends by the salvages, then it goes light in the middle. The dots kind of get less as you go towards the middle of the fabric. But really cool ombre. They were using these for jackets too, if you wanted to make a quilted jacket and have that ombre kind of look like this, but just really kind of neat fabric. You don't see it the whole way until you get it really opened up and see it the whole way. You can also look up like ombre quilt patterns that use this fabric, and you can do a lot with this stuff. So. Is that metallic on the fabric? It is, yeah. It's a gold metallic. Let's maybe zoom in on that a little bit. You can see. Yeah, it's a gold metallic. It's a soft gold. You don't feel the metallic though. When you run it over your hand over some of the metallics, you can feel that in it. This one definitely has like a metallic sheen to it, but when you run your hand over this, you don't feel those dots. So it doesn't feel any different. So if you wanted to use this in a quilt with that metallic, you don't even feel it when you run your hand across it, which is really nice. This one I really like. I like black and white. I like the black and white lattice. whenever I see black and white together like this, I was drawn to it. This might be a navy. When you look real close, that might be a navy. But red and green flowers on this lattice background, really kind of classy looking. Sunday stroll, yeah, it is navy. So white with navy. This one's down to $7.88 a yard. Is this the same Sunday stroll too? Okay. So this is a gray background. Gray background and strawberries on this one. So it's not. Trying to get rid of some of the wrinkles. There we go. Gray background, little blocks, and strawberries all through that one. Sunday stroll. Make little curtains for your kitchen. Little cafe curtains. They would look cute. But these two are in the same collection together. These two here. That would make pretty napkins too if you put those together. Some kids fabric, some jungle fabric. These are really cute. So this is a green on green. So it's a darker green background with a lighter green for all the jungle animals. So if we open this up, you can see all the jungle animals. This is I feel like this would be great for backing. It's been a while since I've seen cafe curtains. Well, it's time to bring them back, Betty, right? Yes. Definitely could use this for backing fabric if you needed to, if we open it up. On this one. We have the same one coming up in a yellow. So yellow background, more of like a mustardy yellow with white animals and leaves. There's tigers, there's birds, there's monkeys in there, leopards. I guess there is tigers. There is leopards and tigers in there. That's a nice one too. Pillowcase, yep. Sunflower. So this is another one that reads as solid. So if you come back here and you look at it, you can see that there's something going on in the fabric, but it definitely reads as a solid. So this is a sunflower pattern. This is a rich, and the background of it isn't solid. It definitely has like a marbling to it with the sunflowers. This would be good for a 3-yard quilt too, because it gives you that solid kind of look that you sometimes need with those. There we go, Fran. Fran made curtains for her sewing room, cafe curtains for her sewing room. Yeah, you'd have to have cute curtains in your sewing room. You couldn't have a sewing room without cute curtains, right? This is a Benertex Dancing Scroll Yellow. All About Daisies is this one. So this is just a nice scroll pattern. And we have some more white on whites coming. This one is another Benertex. No, this is a Wilmington. So Happy. Okay, this is nice too. Let's open this one up so they can see this one. Let's take these out of here. This reminds me of like, oh, they're pins. Now I see, they're pins. They're little pins. They're little straight pins. I thought it was like a circuit board.
I thought so too. I didn't.
I'm like, this gives me circuit board vibes, but it's little pins, little straight pins. That's really cute. So how can something be sold out when I have the entire bolt in my hand? It could be that, is there one that sold out quickly? It might be because they're selling out quickly. Sometimes when stuff goes, when we only have a certain amount in, see, there might be only like 8 yards on a bolt or something like left, and it might be all gone quickly with in our sales. But if something does go to your wait list, I didn't mention this before. I should have mentioned this earlier. If something goes to your wait list authorize it. If you authorize the wait list item, that means that you definitely want it. And if someone takes it out of their cart, then you'll be the first one to get it. It moves you to the top of your list. There's some speedy people out there, and I don't blame them for being speedy and getting a bunch of stuff in your cart. That's good. But if there's something you don't want and you take it out of your cart, someone on that wait list authorized list is going to get it. So if you wait list authorize an item, you'll be surprised. You'll be pleasantly surprised just how many items you're getting. So, and this one? Okay. This is another white on white, twirling leaves, white on white, twirling leaves, white on white. So let's see what the twirling leaves look like. That looks really nice. This one's more delicate in the white on white. But you definitely need these. Yeah, I've authorized lots of fabric and still got it. So definitely utilize that waitlist authorized feature. Good, thanks. We like a good upbeat show, right? Yes. That's why I always joke with people. It's always rainbows and sunshine around here, people. When we deal with sewing machines and fabric and sewing and things like this, it's always rainbows and sunshine. There is never a bad day when you're dealing with fabric and sewing machines. So it's always happiness. So we have some more Wilmington prints. This is Meadow Medley. So this is a collection that we've shown a couple times before, but there's not much left on this one. This is our border print. So it has a black background with some really pretty flowers in this one and some paisleys. So
that paisley white on white we showed earlier would look good.
Oh, the paisley white on white? Yep. So here's the paisley white on white. Oh, that would. Okay, yeah. See, there's the paisley to go with it. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Oh, there's my mom. Hi, Mom. Thanks, Mom. Christina Rao, that's my mom. So she's a great show, Steve, so thanks. This is a black background with florals, and you'll get, let's open this one up so they can see what all they're getting with this one. You get a lot of stripes to work out when you open this fabric up that you can really see. So you'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the black, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 of the white paisley borders in this. But if you want to cut this for borders, we're going to do a tutorial on that. When you utilize the stripes as a border, if you think about like this section like right here, and use this as a border, this could be the outer border, this could be your inner border, and you miter them, you just cut the fabric from here to here. You have a really pretty border that goes all the way around the quilt. With just a simple piece of fabric in the middle, you could do that with it, and you'd have a quilt done, ready to go if you needed a quick quilt. So we'll leave this one out. This is one of the focal prints that goes with it. So this is a black background with those flowers in this one. So that's really pretty. You could just use that as the center of your quilt, or you could use this as the focal print for one of those 3-yard quilts. So this is a black background. It has gray dots, almost like a thatched background, with little pieces of those like floral stems scattered all throughout this one. So this is scattered, so you could use this one in any direction. So this is the black background. That border, using that border as like or this border fabric as a border and mitering the corners and stuff like that. If you had a panel, that's another great way to use a panel, is you put the panel in the middle and just throw a couple borders on it. I'm all about fast quilts, right? So this is the same print as the black background. Is that more red? It's not more red. It is more like a mauve pink color than red. Well, I guess that's, it looks red on there, but it's peachy pink.
Yeah.
It's not red, but it looks it looks redder, I think, on our screen than it is in person. But there's definitely lots of different colors in there. Then this is a white background with the paisleys. So all the colors are pulled together in this one. So white background with paisleys. We have that same fabric again in a black background with paisleys. So if you're able to get a couple yards of each of these, you could really do something with pulling in some other fabrics with these two. But that's the black. I like that, Red. Watching us on your app and on the TV. That's good, yeah. So this is the white background with the paisley. The white floral again.
These next fabrics go with it.
Oh, go with it too? Okay, we'll keep going then. So these are more, this is a great one. If you're looking for a white on white to go with this fabric line, so this is a white background with a little gray print. This is really pretty. Yeah. I know, when you're trying to get the colors right and stuff, it's hard. And it's funny, like now with TVs, remember how you used to be able to adjust the color on your TV? And you'd walk into someone's house and their TV would be like way off in color. And you could definitely tell that, like, I think this person's colorblind. Because every time this just made me think of this when you guys were talking about different colors. We'd walk into my grandma's house. First thing, the TV would be so loud. It would be like blaring out of this little box, this little 12-inch box. And the colors would be so wrong. And we'd like fix it. And then we'd go back to visit Grandma again, and it'd be right back to what it was. So you could tell Grandma was a little colorblind and a little hard of hearing. So, but this is the white. This is a black one that goes with it. Even this one reads as a solid. It's even though it's got some movement to the fabric. If you pulled this one back to look at this one, you could see how that could read as a solid too from far away. A couple more. So we have the white. Maureen, that's me now. So just, I don't think TVs, you can't adjust the color on the TVs like you used to. On the old TVs, there were knobs, right? There were knobs that adjusted the color of the TV in the back. I think I'm right. You get back there and how's that look? And you turn a little more. So that's it. But now everything's in that digital screen. But I remember that you had to get in the back. I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah, behind the TV. So this one is a, what color is this? Teal. So teal, but this one again reads as a solid from back here. You can kind of see. Same print in a peach color here. This one also can read as a solid. More of a watercolor. This one, the golden years are not so golden. Yeah. Do you see they're doing a reboot of Little House on the Prairie? Yeah, they're doing a reboot of Little House on the Prairie. I never watched Little House on the Prairie. I don't know if anyone, no. I never watched, but they're doing a reboot. So I feel like they're trying to do that. All the things that were like successful, like they rebooted Little Mermaid. They tried to reboot Snow White. I heard that was a flop. But yeah, they're going to reboot the Little House on the Prairie. So, and I tell you what, my parents, they used to live not too far from Little House on the Prairie in Kansas. So, could I see a close-up of the teal, please? Yeah, here we go. The color that's coming up there is a little bit, at least on this screen that I'm seeing here. It looks right on your screen over there, though. So that it's this TV? Okay. So someone's been adjusting. It looks like someone has been adjusting the colors on the TV that I can see. But the TV, you guys, I think you guys can see it. It looks pretty good. Couple more here. We got a whole other stack. We got another stack to go through too. Okay, yeah, we got 10 minutes. We can do it. Okay. So these ones, is this one Maywood? Okay. It goes with these. These colors are in here, but this is a solid fabric. I don't know how this got in here. Where in Kansas? They were in Independence, Kansas, is where my parents used to live. But now they live in Oklahoma, and they're moving back to Pittsburgh here this year. But Independence, Kansas. But this is a solid just, what color is this one? Sun-kissed. Okay, Sun-kissed solid, Maywood Fabrics. And how much is this one? $11.88. Let's do that one, $8.88. There we go. So we adjusted the price on this one. Oh, and there's another TV show. Now, don't be one of the stars of this show, because that means you'd have to be in prison. But there's a quilting show. Is it The Quilters coming up on Netflix? There's a documentary series coming up on Netflix about a group of inmates of all things that are quilters. See, quilting's for everyone. A group of inmates in a maximum security prison that are in there for life, and they make quilts as a donation and as a charity thing, and then they do it back. And it's going to follow their story, The Quilters. So on Netflix, I'm going to check it out. So I don't know if anyone else got to see about that, but we I lived in Houston, Texas for a while, and one of the prisons in the area ordered a long arm quilting machine from us because their inmates were doing this. I don't know if it's the same people or not, but yeah, but pretty neat. So yeah, that's you can find quilting can touch many people when they need it throughout their lives, no matter where you are, right? So it's pretty fortunate that if you ended up somehow in prison, that you could give back to the community somehow by quilting. So some more white on whites. These are, you know what, let's clean the decks here for a second. So let's put these back. Here we go. So those. I worked at the prison for about 6 months, I think. I did when I was fresh out of dental hygiene school. So many years ago, I was a dental hygienist, and I worked at the Lisbon in Ohio, Lisbon, Ohio, at their in their dental clinic. So it was a good experience. Some more white on whites. I grabbed these. Yeah, if you ever go to prison, make sure. If you ever go, Judge, sir, could you please send me to the prison that has the quilting machine, please? Thank you very much. I'll be happy to go. Yes. So this is a white on white. This is oh, why am I drawing a blank? Grunge. Okay, grunge. White paper. So this is the most popular grunge material from Moda. So it has like a brushed kind of painted background. Let's see, can I see that one?
This one's kind of difficult.
There we go, right there. Yep. So this is a grunge. This is called white paper. This is the most, what's the name of the, again, I just got here, the quilt prison. All I know is it's a Netflix series. If you go to the Netflix website, it's called The Quilters. I think it'll pop up, but it's a Netflix series about this this group of gentlemen or inmates that do some quilting. So this is the most popular grunge white paper. It's just a good white on white. It has just a lot of movement, some different colors of white in there. So I really like this one. See, Teresa, my favorite grunge. Yep. Hey, in prison, no cooking, no cleaning. Hey, Lisa, you're making prison sound pretty good, right? No cooking, no cleaning. Yeah. This is another grunge that I pulled. This is Manila. I felt this was like the best cream-colored white on white or cream-colored grunge that they had over there. Here. Yeah, we can see there some. So the Quilters on Netflix. There it is. Yeah, don't be a part of that reality TV show. So is this our last stack?
Yes.
Last stack, okay? We have 6 minutes, so we'll get through this last stack here. So this is, but no shivs at home. Yeah, you have to make a shank or something, right? Yeah. So this is a Moda Fabric Creativity Roars. This is a real deep plum background with this gold and green. Now, when I see this, I see like borders of a quilt with this one. I also see like the cuff for a pillowcase for this one. Or you could use this in a block for a block of fabric too. You can cut this up. I really like this plum background, the green dots and the gold dots. Hold this from back here so you can see it. I like the way that looks. Yes, it looks like Mardi Gras. Definitely looks like Mardi Gras. And this one's down to 688 a yard, so that's good. So we have this same fabric in a different colorway here. So this is the blue. So this one has a blue background with lighter blue dots and gold dots in this one. That's why I hope we're entertaining and informative all at the same time here. So this one is Kimberbell Solid. So this is just one of their Kimberbell Solids. This is Ice Castle. Just a minty green solid fabric. Yeah, power watching. Binge, is that binge watching? Is that what that is? Yeah. Yes. Oh, here's another Kimberbell. See, now these, I like these kind of prints on point like this, because when you cut them, they're easy to work with because they're already on point. But this is a white background, light blue stripe with some darker blue going crisscross lattice here. This is a Kimberbell basic. That one can be 1188. There we go. Some more Kimberbell here. What's this one going to come up? Yeah. So this is Pretty Petals. Nice coral background with little white flowers going through. But this is another one that if you held it back, this one could read as a solid 2. You go back here, even though it does have some print to it, you could use this one as to read as a solid. But this is Pretty Petals, so that's a really a rich coral color. Celebration. This is a white on white. This is a Kimberbell fabric. But this one just has words of celebration all throughout it. So it says, celebrate friends, family, memories. There we can see thank you, thankful, gather, good times, gratitude, love, together. That's really nice. It's neat when you're able to take into your quilts, like if you're making this for someone, to incorporate a fabric like this, got words on it. I think it just makes the quilt even that more meaningful when you use fabric that has a hidden message or meaning in it too, like this one. So that's really pretty for a white on white with the words on that one too. And another Kimberbell basic. This is Vintage Flora. So a yellow background with little mustard flowers going through all this one. This one's scattered, so it can use in any direction. And this is another one that you could definitely use it as a solid, read as a solid. From a distance, it looks like it reads more like a solid than a print. Have all the mystery quilt missing fabrics been put? We'll make a note, Debbie, and we'll check on that for you. Because off the top of my head, I don't know how to answer. I'm not sure how to answer that, but we'll make a note. And we'll make sure we figure that. So this is another Kimberbell basic. Real deep plum purple on this one, but it has like a geometric shape going all through this one, like a star pattern. These are great to have because you need fabrics, focal fabrics, and then you need fabrics in the quilt to give your eye a rest, something that reads more like a solid, and this would definitely be one of those that reads more like a solid. That's pretty nice, rich purple. This shadow play. So shadow play from Maywood is great. When you want something that more is solid, but definitely, but not exactly solid. This is just a marbled. I would like to have one of every color in shadow play. It's really versatile. This one is. Did they say what color this one is?
Violet.
Violet. You're turning violet, Violet. See that? They tried to remake Willy Wonka. Wasn't the same for the third time. I know the original was the best. Absolutely, the original was the best. This is a Affinity Violet True Colors. Not left on this one. So this one almost looks like a batik, but it is not a batik. But, oops. There we go. Looks like a batik, but it's not. All over print. This is another one that you could read as a solid. So if we hold it back here, it looks like a solid as well. But not much left on this one. Only this one's 688. That's good. Yeah, that one should go. And
we have some pre-cuts.
a few pre-cuts.
Yeah.
We'll just go through them real quick. Just the 3 there. That's good. Yeah. A couple pre-cuts to show you guys, and then we'll call it for today. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for buying from us. But this is a batik charm pack. And it's got all but this would look really to make a quote with this. This is one of the ones where I really like using some of the pre-cut patterns, especially the ones that Missouri Star Jenny Donut offers with her easy to do quilts. That's really my speed. But this has all different colors. It goes from blues to purples, some earth tones into some icy blues, some greens in there, some lights. So this is Plum Bouquet. That's a 5x5 charm pack of batiks. There is Echo Batik. So this is another batik fabrics from Moda, but this is like a rainbow. This one's all the bright colors. So I turn this one up. Let's go back to the other one real quick. So you can see the colors, more definitely earth tones in this batiks and things. This next one, these are brights. So these are more primary colors at that one. So in the back here, there's some black, some darks. So goes some navy blues, into some purples, into some more royal blues, some darker hunter greens into lime greens, some golds and yellows into oranges, deeper reds into pinks, and finally white on top. So that's more primary colors in the batiks. And in bloom, how many do we have left of this one? Oh, we have like 15 left of this. Oh, that's great. So in bloom charm pack, this is a really Holly Taylor. Holly Taylor, her fabric's always been really pretty. Let's slide this back a little bit. There we go. So on the bottom here, it goes a navy, is going to be one of the focal prints back here. Well, that's really pretty. Some navies that goes into some, I think, some deeper plums here. Yep, some plums there. It goes into the greens, so different green colors. This one into lighter greens. Into a few like burnt orange colors there. Into the white on whites, or the white background fabrics. So that was in bloom. These all go really well together. Oh, and those are all gone. So, is that it for today?
Yep.
Here we go. Thank you so much, guys. Cinco de Mayo. Get some chips and salsa. Yeah, and have a margarita if that's your thing. I'm gonna go have some chips and salsa. How about that? And we'll see you back tomorrow. What time are we back on tomorrow? Noon. Okay, noon tomorrow with Tiffany. She's got something great in store for you guys, so we thank you very much. Please check out as soon as you can. That allows other people that who are put those things on wait list that they might get that. So we appreciate you guys so much, and we'll see you back tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.